All right, so it's 8:30 in the morning. I'm coming out of my apartment. I'm about to really just seize the day. Find that new location for our restaurant, okay? I'm excited about it. It's going to be, today's the day. And then I get a phone call. It's my Uncle Eddie. He heard that I've been released from prison. He wanted to talk to me about something. And, I mean, I haven't talked to this guy in forever, so I'm like, yeah, man, hey, what's up? You know, and we get to chatting back and forth, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, catching up about the good old days when he lets me know that he is unhappy with his hair. And I'm like, that's a really odd topic to get to, Eddie. Where are you getting at with this? And he's like, well, this is what I want to talk to you about. I heard that you're doing some business stuff in town now, and I got a proposition for you. Because you see, I went over to Sally Iceberg over there in Midtown, and their hair, I mean, these people have no idea what they're doing when it comes to cutting a man's hair. He walked in there. He wanted to get a real nice do. He heard good things about this place, but everybody is a woman. They're all treating women everywhere, you know? And so he gets his hair cut, and he doesn't like it. He's like, man, I was dapper before I went in. I'm a Frankenstein now. And I'm just like, man, are you kidding me? They don't know what they're doing over there in Midtown. So I'm like, okay, fine. You know, why don't we just take a look? And so I'm looking through my different rivals and stuff, trying to figure out who owns this place. And sure enough, Wang Zhao here, he is the top dog in Midtown, and this is his domain. And sure enough, Sally Iceberg Hair Care is right here in Midtown, over here by the big cathedral. And apparently these guys don't know what they're doing when it comes to cutting men's hair. They got the pink stripes and everything. And anyway, so I've been talking to him, and he wants to open up his own barbershop. It's been something he's been wanting to do forever. He doesn't have the business chops, but man, he knows how to work some scissors and some clippers, right? He knows what he's doing. And he would very much like the opportunity to partner with me on a barbershop. So we've been going back and forth with it, ironing out the details all morning, all right? And I think we've nailed down something that we'd like to do. Now, first thing, when you're opening up a new business, especially with a partner, you got to really, you got to do your homework, okay? My Uncle Eddie, he's not really the greatest with money, so it's going to be mostly me handling the funds, I think, here. But if we go into Midtown, this is where he wants to open it up. He wants to open it up in Midtown and really just, like, compete with these guys, but I'm trying to talk him out of it, you see, because, well, hair care products are 86%. That's pretty good, you know? Shampooing, blowout fee, 80%. That's fine. And there's only one business doing this in all of Midtown. And that's, the top dog's business. So it does make sense to, maybe start approaching there. But the thing is, we're not really going to be able to stick it to them because we're focusing on clearly a different demographic, right? So, and there's not a whole lot of need for the other elements of hair care in Midtown, okay? So I'm trying to talk them out of it. And what we came up with is Murray Hill is where the demand is. Murray Hill is where the opportunity is for this business venture because 100% on hair care products, 100% on hair chemical color fees, hair cutting fees, hair styling fees, all 100% with shampooing, blow-off fee, 99%. We could definitely do some serious work in Murray Hill instead. And so that is where we've decided to do some business today. But we got to find a location, right? So Murray Hill, we can highlight this. Let's go off Hell's Kitchen, go to Murray Hill. We're going to have a few options in Murray Hill, but I think there's one that's just better than the others. It's maybe better for this building to be used for something else, maybe. But if my uncle's as good as he says he is, this will give him the room to spread his wings, all right? Or at least, trim things up with his clippers. I don't know, whatever the metaphor is for spreading your wigs, but for hair care, I don't know. Anyway, we have this location right here, 17 5th Street, and it doesn't have a lot of traffic. So we're going to have to do some marketing. There's not a lot of traffic here, but it supports up to 30. This is a C2. I like C2 buildings. C2 buildings are awesome. I really like the C2 design. All right. Then we have this one over here, which is way too big for this purpose. 75 people capacity, 49 traffic. This is a great building, and it's an M1. It's huge, but the thing is, it's just too much, and it's going to be too expensive. Then there's this one over here. Now, this is on the edge of Midtown, which is kind of piquing our interest a little bit, right? Because it's right on the cusp of competing with Sally Iceberg, but not actually competing, not the same market, right? And that's here. 27 4th Avenue has got a 40 traffic score, which is great, and it has up to 40 capacity, which is also pretty good, right? But here's the layout, right? There's no stock room, right? Now, I'm not the biggest fan of D2s. I kind of wish they want it. I wanted them to have a stock room, but you know what? I think we can make do, because you know what? Men, we like this industrial look a lot of time, all right? We're kind of fans of the industrial look. And I think having some boxes on shelves and stuff just out in the open where they can see them, I mean, I think men might appreciate that. At least some of them will, you know? Not saying all men are the same or anything, but hey, I don't think we'd mind too much. So we're going to create a great vibe is what I'm thinking. We're going to create a big, great vibe for a barbershop at this location for my Uncle Eddie, all right? It's $36.30 as our deposit. It's $121 a day. We'll rent this building. And we've come up with a great name. At least this is his idea, not mine, okay? I give him full credit, but I think it's a good name, all right? We're going to open up, where is it? Hairdresser. Oh. Barbershop, damn it. We're going to open this up, and we're going to call this The Best Man. Because when you leave here, you will be the best man. There you go. The Best Man is now on the map. But now we're going to have to put it down and make sure everybody knows about it, all right? We have a really good traffic index, but we're going to need marketing to fill this place. And we're going to need some really high-quality, talented people that know how to cut men's hair. That's where we're going on with this one. All right. So, for The Best Man, the shampoo blowout fees, we have the chemical coloring fees, all this stuff. I don't care so much about the prices. All of these things are things that services. These are services. We don't have a business that does that just yet. But when we hire people, people perform this stuff. So in other words, we don't need stock. So the only thing we're going to need to stock here is like the actual hair care products and stuff. But we also want to have a really good vibe to this place. We want to have a really good design. And I tell you, Eddie's good with the hair. He knows how to do the hair really well. That whole bit, clearly I don't. That's why I'm saying it this way. You can tell when someone doesn't know what they're talking about, right? I don't know anything about that, right? I just go there and they cut it for me. It's not a big deal for me. I'm more of the, oh, hang on. Got around him. That's really weird. Okay, apparently I don't know how to drive either. Where's this location? I want to go to this location. Where it's I already passed by it. That's why I'm a little bit confused. Actually, you know, that park I did, the auto park I just did would have been a perfect spot. It was right there. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna look at this spot that I was already in, which is apparently a $5 parking space. That's fine. We're gonna head inside the building just to check it out. So this is gonna be the future location for The Best Man. Okay. And we need to figure out, like, how do we want to design this place? And I gotta tell you, I'm not all that up to date with, like, how hairstylists and stuff design their place, but, like, a place for men would be cool. I'd like to talk to some professionals, though. I think if we could talk to some professionals on how to get a good layout for this place, we might get a good idea on what we like and don't like, just based on their console. So what I proposed is that we're going to reach out to actual professionals who, for a living, design businesses. For that, we need an interior installation firm. I'm going to click this button right here, and we can see that there are two down in this area here. We're going to have the Christian Bahud as our destination because these guys handle businesses. They handle, commercial space, etc. And called ahead to check, if you will. The other one handles the retail stores. Okay, sorry, not retail. Sorry, that's the one we're going to is retail stores. The other one handles residential stuff. So if you wanted to have your apartment designed, things like that, you would go there. They're more of a home decor specialist. but Christian is really good at what they do. And we're going to go ahead and talk to them. All right. We're just going to pull over here, take the auto park spot right there. That's fine. And we're going to get out and talk to these guys right over here. Now, right away, we enter the building and we can tell, all right, these guys are not just some small shack with some people who claim to know how to design things. No, no, no. In fact, they've got some examples of things, you know, lettuce and, you know, produce sections for your grocery store, or how about something like this, right? And we can see that they're not opposed to having, you know, boxes on shelves and stuff off on the side. All right, cool. Maybe these guys understand our vibe. I don't know. Here's a restaurant layout. Okay, cool. Let's talk to this this person here at this desk. So, the address I'm looking for is the best man. No designs are available for the selected address. Okay, so if we want installation day, we would do 54, and then we need to select a design. Now, here's the thing, though. We have to have a design in order to put this in. So how do we get a design without first, like, we have to design it ourselves, right? So I thought that's what these guys were, but it turns out they're not. Here's something, though. This game supports the Steam Workshop. Now, I'm breaking character here, okay? Fourth wall is broken here. This game supports the Steam Workshop, okay? And that means that we can import designs from other people around the world into our game, and we can use them. And I'm thinking, hey, what better way to showcase what this game can do than to bring in really cool designs from people who have done it? And that is exactly what we're going to do. So from the main menu of the game, we're going to go over to blueprints, and it lists a whole bunch of different blueprints that other people around the world have created. And I'm going to go to my building size, which is D2. And now we can see all the blueprints that match for D2. And wouldn't you know it, there's a couple of hairdresser styles right here. I already knew that these things existed before I came here. So we actually have two options that I'm going to go with, both by a guy named Snack Miller. I'm assuming your gender, I'm sorry, but Snack Miller, okay? So they look really great. This is his second version, V2. And we've also got this one here, which is the one I'm going to go with. So it's, again, it works for the building size of D2 retail. The price, $258,585. That's a big startup investment, isn't it? But if we have this much cash, we just pop it down and we just simply have it, which is pretty cool. So we're going to have this design saved to our library so that we can pull in a design whenever we want to. Here we've got our restaurant that we saved locally that we can, you know, spread out with. And then we have the hairdresser design by Snack Miller. And so now when we get back into the game, we'll be able to select that from that menu. All right, so we're back in here. Let's go ahead and check out this desk. And we're going to go put the best man address back in here. Installation day is not going to matter because we're not going to be able to afford it right now anyway. So we're going to hit that. And then the design, because this business is a D2, it's going to pull up available designs that match that type of business, which now, because we added it to our library, is the hairdresser D2 from Snack Miller. We're going to click this and we get to see the price breakdown. Installation fee is $167,000. And the layout price, I'm assuming the layout price is the amount of money that it would cost you if you bought everything that they're going to position and they're going to place in the building. So like the material cost is $91,575. So in other words, we're paying a lot more for the installation than we are for the actual things. Now, Eddie's over here thinking, man, dude, why don't we just take a look at that picture and just go buy the stuff in the picture and do it ourselves? But I'm thinking that's like pirating a design, in it. No, we should pay the price. Let's pay for these designers and not steal their work because, you know, I don't know, reasons. I'm trying to justify it anyway. I want to hit this button. I want to test this feature out because I've never used it before. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pay $258,585 to get our barbershop up and running. But in order for us to do that, well, I got to have $285,000. So we got a couple of options, right? The first option is we just work our butt off for, I don't know, 2 weeks, save up the cash. Or we could go to Van Tander. Now, Van Tander's moved. I believe they're here. Hey, look at that. First try. Van Tander's moved. They're right here. And we are going to go check out whether or not we qualify for a loan that is big enough for us to spend it on that building. I have no idea. But while we're checking that out, we're going to call Anderson Recruitment, and we're going to see if they can find us some cool hairdressers, okay? So the best man, we want a hair stylist, barber. I want 10 candidates. You can spread them out over 10 days. It's probably going to take me a while to get this thing anyway, so yeah, let's do 5 days. Give me candidates for that. That's fine. All right, Van Tander's here. Just going to go ahead and park really quick, and we're going to get out and check out. You know, this is the big bank. We've moved beyond Jensen Capital at this point. I was asked by somebody whether, like, when do you start paying off your loans or whatever? We've been paying them off every day. We actually get an interest charge every day. We make $57 a day payment. And these are like minimum payment types things. We could just pay only interest. You could do that. Or you can hit this button and pay off whatever you owe. I can also adjust the daily payment if I want to like, say, $500. We could totally do that too. It's kind of whatever, right? And we can also do many, many micro loans. I've talked about that before. I'm not going to get into that this time, but if you watch my last playlist, you can actually do many, many micro loans, and that will save you interest over time as you pay it off, because your daily interest rate that you're getting, the dollar value for your interest, is based on your principal, on your initial principal, the amount that you borrowed, not your current principal. So, for example, I started $13,700 from Jensen Capital. If I only owed $500, I would still be getting charged $12 a day in interest, just the same as I was getting charged before, right? So if you do a whole bunch of microloans, as you pay them off one at a time, you reduce how much your interest is. It doesn't matter, though. We're not going to bother doing that. It's fine. I'm just going to go back to 50 here, or 57 or whatever it was before. It's fine. What I want to know, though, is how much Van Tander is going to be able to loan me. Now that I own businesses and I've got great income, what are you willing to loan me? So if I want, let's say, I need to know what my limit is. So I'm just going to go like this for a second to see what my limit is. My daily payment would be $500,000. Okay, what is my limit? So unfortunately, we're not able to handle a combined loan amount of more than $800,000 per client, combining your existing activities and our bank request amount. Okay, so $800,000 is the bank-wide limit, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's my limit. So what's my limit? Let's say I want 400 grand. Would you give me $400,000? We can definitely help with that. They will absolutely loan me $400,000. So now I have $400,000, and I can go to my uncle and say, guess what? Dude, where's my car? It's over here. Guess what, Uncle Ed? We're gonna have our barber shop. And he's like, oh man, you're the best nephew ever. Yeah, I know. I'm so great. So let's head on over. And we are going to head right back. Now, I could call him, but I want to be in there. I want to be in the room. All right, we're going to schedule this to happen in a couple days. Wait a minute. I got to figure out where I am. Yeah, it's across the road. Okay, good. Just auto park. It's fine. All right, so we're going to head across the road, and we're going to talk to him face to face, right? Old school. Man, I'm going to have them install it on day 60. We're going to push this out 7 days. That's going to give me time to get the people and get them hired and get the security guards and like all that stuff kind of sorted. Get the equipment that I need, right? Design hairdresser T2. Here it is. And we can go ahead and pay. This is for day 60. Confirm. And that's it. Do you accept that we'll sell all existing interior found in the building and subtract it from your total price? Yes. Thank you very much. We'll start installing your interior on day 60. Please notice that the address won't be accessible until midnight. Cool. So that's how it is. They're just going to take that design off the Steam Workshop and they're going to apply it into that building on day 60. So we got a week. We're going to have a week until we're in business. And in the meantime, in that whole week, we're going to be charged the interest on it, of course, but we also are going to be making money, all right? We're making way more than those interest payments. are going to be. So if I take a look, for example, at my Econoview, Van Tander, we have a $400,000 loan. We're paying only $334 of daily interest, and my daily payment is $16666. I can change this to anything I want. I could pay only the daily interest if I want to, but God, this song, you kidding me right now? Can you please stay on the radio station that I select? Can we get that, Jonas? Can we get the car to remember what the radio station was the last time I drove it? All right, I demand rock and roll. All right, so we need a bit more housekeeping as well in the game. So I'm taking a look at Carol Scott, our HR manager, and I'm noticing Sharon Daughtry here, right? She's not happy. She's at 59%, all right? If I scroll down, we see a few people else that aren't having an easy go here, but for the most part, I think that's just because they're new and it'll slowly fill up over time. But that's not the case with Sharon. She's been here a while, and the reason why she's not happy, well, she doesn't have gold health insurance, right? Of course, the interval for clean work environment, it goes on and off all day, right? It's fine. Gold health insurance is the big thing now. She wants that. So, yeah. I can either change the health plan that I have for this HR manager, or I can get another HR manager. Guess which one I'm doing. Yeah, we're going to get another HR manager. Type of employee I want to hire. Actually, real quick, let me just take a look at the candidates. Maybe we have one still sitting in here. It has been a bit, though. It doesn't look like it now. Okay. Call them again. Hi. Sorry about that. Bad service. Whatever. I'm going through a tunnel or something. Yeah, I'd like you guys to find me another HR manager if you could. That'd be great. Maybe 4 candidates today. Stat. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Well, it'll be tomorrow, but still. All right, cool. So I'm going to get that taken care of. And what I'm going to do for that is I want to get health insurance going. So the next thing, well, I may need to move everybody else to the other manager. But what I can do is just tell this hospital, oh, never mind. You're already locked into this. So I would have to go into... Oh, I remember how to do this. I know I remember how to do this. HR managers, collect her, and then there's this. Upgrade insurance. If you upgrade to silver for a total of $13 per employee per day, it's going to start getting very expensive. Gold is going to start getting even more expensive. So what we want to do is just hire that HR manager, talk to the hospital, get a quote for gold, and then assign Sharon to that HR manager, okay? Basically. Or I can start our upgrade process now to make her happy, make sure she gets to 100, and then switch everyone else over to the other manager. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So it's a few days of having... I don't know. I think we can find an HR manager quick enough, though, right? She's at 59. You know what? She can tough it out for a couple days. You know what I didn't realize? And I don't know why I didn't realize this. I just totally missed it. The best man is in Murray Hill. And Fast and Fresh is in the Garment District. This road is the line. It's the district line. These two businesses are right next to each other. And I totally missed that. So that's convenient. You know, they're just here. So what we have right now is a situation where I've got a lot of cash just sitting here, all right? And it's kind of a waste for money to just be sitting there doing nothing. It's almost always a waste for that to be the thing. Eventually, we're going to want to serve more businesses. We're going to want to serve more places, right? The hair care products, the electronic stores, all that stuff. So there's a couple of options I could do with this money, and I can probably take Murray Hill off the highlight now. I could come back over here and buy one of those big trucks, which I'm tempted to do, but I don't need it yet. What I could do, though, instead, and this is a better option, is I can actually give Van Tander a call, which I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to go with a new investment. And what we can do is we can select which investment fund we want to go with. Lace Global is medium risk. So kind of risk losing up to 8% or gaining up to 15%, that kind of thing. Asia Dynamic Industries is also medium. This one seems probably like more my jam here. or HG China bonds, which is a low risk, and it's just bonds. You're guaranteed not to lose any money from it, but you're probably not going to gain very much. I'm going to risk a little bit here, okay? And I'm going to pop in this location $200,000 of that loan. There it is. So now I've got money set aside. And if I go to Econoview and my investments, we're going to be able to see that I have an investment here, and we're going to see the current payout as well as any changes that will happen over time. But now I've got at least some of my money is saved up in some kind of investment account that can work for me, right? Now, I didn't invest all of it because I have to have enough cash on day 60 for them to actually go ahead and install the things they're going to install. And we also have to save up because we're going to be dealing with taxes. I don't remember if the first year is still free. It was that way before, I thought. The first year was like a tax-free year. So we might be okay. The base timeline of the game has 60 days per year, essentially, is how it's balanced. It's all about, these decisions are all about game balancing, right? You can change that in the settings if you want your years to be longer and stuff. You're just kind of, you're changing the balance of the game, basically, at that point. Where the hell am I going? Oh, I wanted to see if hair care products are available over here. I could have just looked at the stupid catalog. I don't have to actually drive there. Hair care products. I want to see if they are here. And if they are, then we could always buy them here. Yeah, right here. Hair care products are here. So $267 for 40 of them. We don't need a whole lot of shelf space. If they're coming in 40 per package, we're going to need a lot of shelf space. And I think that's mostly it, right? Just the hair care products are the only things we have to stock. So that's really straightforward. Very easy to do. It's just one product, one item. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason to set up any more distribution for that. We could just, do it manually for a bit. And then I'm just going to buy a little bit right now so we have it, so that when everything's all set up, all I have to do is just run over there and drop them off and go, right? So where is it? Hair care products. I also think, let me check stock really quick on the electronics store. Yeah. You're running a little bit low on the earbuds, running a little bit low on the Artifish phones, right? We probably should stock up on these things. Earbuds and the Smartifish. So we're selling a lot of the cheaper stuff. And that's... Oh, you know what? We should probably get these watches. And I think we could sell these watches too. We're selling a lot of the cheaper stuff because that's what this market is. This market doesn't have like a whole lot of people with the money to buy those types of things. So we obviously want to, sell the Rhythm by Trey. And that is doing well. It's not like they're not selling. It's, I think, our best... Yeah, it's our best product right now is the Rhythm by Trey headphones. So we're doing really well there. But... like we're going to have a hard time selling Zonoman phones, for example, and Zonoman smartwatches. These things are going to move slower because they're higher priced. Unless I lower the price, which I don't intend to do. I don't intend to do that. So we're just going to grab like a few extra boxes here. That's probably fine. Let me find the hair care products here. Where are we at here? Hair care production right there. Right over here. So we're just going to grab a couple of boxes of these just so we have them for later. Hey, put them in there. There you go. Just so we have them for later. And we can just drop them off in the barber shop that we're doing here. I got to figure out a different name for it. It's not a hairstylist. It's not a salon. All right. This is a place where dudes become dapper. Okay, is what this is. Could have named it the Dapper Dude. That'd be another good name for a hair care place, wouldn't it? The Dapper Dude. I think we could do that too. I'm not gonna go with that because it makes me feel old using the word dapper. But I think the Best Man's a great... I mean, you could argue that the Best Man would be a good clothing place too. You could sell high-end suits and stuff, or tuxedos for weddings and stuff. Sure, but I still think it matches our theme just the same. All right, so now that we got that whole thing squared away with my uncle, I got $224,000 left after my investment. Now I could invest again. It is Friday. I can call Ventander and invest some more. But I thought, hey, the whole reason I stepped out the door yesterday was to set up my new business, right? I want to expand my my restaurant chains. I've been looking around for the demand, kind of figuring out where things should go. Hell's Kitchen is a pretty good place, but unfortunately, there's just no buildings available for this. The most ideal locations are taken. However, there is an opportunity in Lower Manhattan. Now, if I go to demand on Lower Manhattan, we're going to see the chicken kebab skewers are off the charts. Nobody's selling them, which is great. We could also sell donuts at the restaurant as well. There's no reason why we can't do that. Same thing with cupcakes. We could have like a little dessert bar over on the side or something if we want to. The problem I foresee, though, with the location I've chosen for this. So Lower Manhattan, if we highlight it right in blue, right over by Mr. Scott, right over near this little area here. The Kingdom office is actually an installation firm too, which I suppose is just an office installation firm. Yeah. But anyway, right next to this is a building with a 40 traffic score and a 30 max capacity, which is nice, but it's a C1. And the C1 has a lot less storage capacity. This is a good layout if you want a lot of traffic flow, but you don't have a lot of SKUs. Like, you don't have a lot of different products, right? This would be a really good place, for example, to expand my electronics store. Because I can't fit a whole lot of shelves in here, I can't have as much diversity in products. So this location would be difficult to do. However, if we can cram things in here, I could have some of my inventory along the back wall, and then, some in here and some along the back wall. And then I could have, most of my restaurant stuff maybe juts out like this, have all the stuff they need in here to serve. And then it has like a few tables over here on this side. We could make it work. It's really small. We can't have the exact same design, but it could work. So I'm going to try it out and we're going to see how it goes. I think we can probably make it work. We're going to take that fast food restaurant one more time. And this is going to be Char's Fast and Fresh, but I'm going to have to change the name a little bit, I think, here, because I'm not going to be able to fit in. I mean, I could do Char's Fast and Fresh, but it's going to have the exact same name in my list of businesses. And I want to be able to like have some kind of differentiation so that I can tell them apart. So what I'm going to say here is this one's going to be, I think maybe we just go F and F, right? Char's F and F. And this is going to be, I guess we'll just try Char's F and F Manhattan. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is like we just add the name of the location to the end of the name, but it's like it's already a really long name. So I guess we'll just go with Char's F and F Manhattan as the name, and then we'll always know. So this business is going to need all the same things that we did in the previous restaurant, but we are going to be, well, we're not going to be able to copy the blueprint for the design. So we kind of have to do everything the same, but also different. So I'm going to first go ahead and just make all the calls I need to get this done. So Anderson, for example, we need you to look for people's in Char's Fast and Fresh Manhattan this time. So the original Char's Fast and Fresh will just have the actual Fast and Fresh, and then everyone after that will be Char's F and F, and then the location. I think that's probably a fair way to do it. Customer service, I want 10 people. We're going to try to open this stuff up like full time if we can. And we could probably do it over the next 3 days. I think I can probably fit everything in there for 3 days. So we'll do that, have that started. We're going to want to go into furniture and equipment. I'm going to order all the equipment that I need, right? I'm going to order the fryers and like just everything that Char's Fast and Fresh has. I'm going to order that stuff and have it sent over to the new location. And then I'm going to go over there and do it over the next couple of days. And then I'll bring you back when it's all done. Actually, before I cut you guys ahead that far, I just hired another HR manager. They brought him in. His name is Adam Pryor. 26 years old. It works. It's the first one they found. I'm just going to take him because I want him right now. Full time, he's already scheduled at the desk. And what we're going to do, we have the insurance demands, right? Everyone who wants gold health insurance is now off of Carol. All right. And I'm going to put them on Adam. So Adam is now going to take care of these guys and then also take care of Carol because they're going to take care of each other. So Carol has Adam Adam is going to have Carol. Okay. Now, with Adam having gold health insurance, right, we're going to have to go ahead and call the hospital, which is here. Yep. Call the hospital or the health insurance manager. We're going to select Adam and we're going to select gold. Doesn't have the minimum skill required for this plan type. Ooh, I didn't realize there was a skill. Okay. New plan then. We can make this work still, I think. Let's take everyone off of Carol. Unassign all. We'll take everyone off of Carol. And we'll take everyone off of here. And then what we're going to do is take Adam. Okay. Adam's going to handle everyone except the gold health insurance people. All right. That seems pretty straightforward. And then Carol will now up her game. Because she's a higher skill level, I would hope that she could handle it. We're going to up her skill level. She's on silver, and now we're going to give her gold. All right, good. So now she has gold. And that is costing me $21 per employee. Minimum 10 employees, though, okay? You always pay for the minimum number of employees anyway. So we have 2 on gold. It's just the way it is. And Adam's getting gold now, too. So we're going to overpay for their insurance big time. But the good news is every time someone wants gold health insurance, we can now add that insurance to that employee with no additional cost to us, at least up to the next, up until for like 8 more, I guess 7 more, right? So that's the way we're going to do this. So now we have Adam handling the bronze, right? So what we need to do now, real quick, go back to the health insurance manager, and we need to say, hey, Adam, we want bronze for this person, and then they will give me a quote for that. All right, I got some stuff out here in front of Char's Fast and Fresh Manhattan, and we have a different layout here. We kind of needed a different layout here, and I'm almost done. I think there's one more delivery coming tomorrow that kind of wraps up and gets the rest of it. We got everything installed over here. There's the ice cream thing there. I've got all the grills and stuff all on the wall over on this side. A couple of pizza ovens back to back there. The French fries there. The soda cans here. I think the stuff that's coming tomorrow is one more of these counters, I think is what's coming tomorrow. And it'll end up being right here. I can go ahead and put this here, and then I'll put the corner piece that's right there. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen. I got this little wavy carpet, thinking it would go in front of the door to like help with people's feet or whatever, because that's a cool thing that's not in the game as far as I'm aware, but it really damn well should be. Put a rug in front of this, and it helps with the dirt. I'm not sure if that's actually in the game. I remember bringing that up like a long time ago, but like obviously there's no obligation to ever put it in just because I say it. But I think it'd be a really cool thing still. If you put a rug in front of the doors, it would reduce how much dirt comes into the place. I think that's pretty reasonable. Anyway, we are going and putting some square plants and stuff. I am putting some decorations on booths. We're using booths because I think the place calls for it. I think this is this kind of design just works that way with it. Now, I wasn't sure if I should put that in the middle of the table, but I'm going to. Another way to do it would be to put it back there like that. That's kind of good, right? I mean, people could... I kind of like it like that, to be honest. I think of it like where the salt and pepper shakers are and all that stuff, right? They're all kind of in the back of the... Yeah, I kind of like that. And then these plants will be on these tables here. I wasn't really sure exactly where to put these tables. I've kind of just thrown them in here. I'm not really sure where they go. I don't want them to be super close to the booths, so kind of was stepping them back a little bit, but then I also don't want them to be super close to like where people are waiting in line, so whatever. Anyway, there's a television right here. It's going to go on the back wall right like that. People can watch the news, the weather reports, whatever. We got a couple of picture frames we can put up for decoration's sake, so we could just kind of stick that right there, and then there's another one maybe. I don't know. Let's put another one like over here. I think like I'll take this picture away and maybe put it on this wall like that. That seems fine. Another picture frame, I guess, could go over here like this, and maybe we could even do this and like stagger them to where they're kind of at different elevations. That actually looks fine when you do it with pictures. So yeah. And then over here, I've got this professional certificate. It costs $1,500 for this professional certificate. But you get what you pay for. And this, I think of this as like our display of like health code, right? Like we're healthy, you know, sort of health code certified, whatever. Okay, so I've got all this stuff done, and I believe there's one more delivery happening tomorrow, but all of the stuff is also being delivered from HQ as well. So if I go over to my logistics manager, this person is now set up with both Char's Fast and Fresh as well as Char's Fast and Fresh Manhattan. So they have both of these destinations, and they are, you know, keeping everything in all the same here. So I think I'm going to go with 3,000 on the paper bags on both of these locations, in fact, because there's really no reason to keep 1,000 in stock when you have 2 registers. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And I can make modifications to the different stocks that are in here too. But our warehouse has a bunch of this stuff, and so we're just going to deliver it and it'll be good to go. So in order to get another location for that kind of thing, like once we get the hairdressers and stuff, I don't think it'll be too big of an... Oh, one last thing, actually. I forgot to do this. I brought security camera stuff. Or I bought a security camera, okay? So one security camera of the dome, and it's going to go over here, just kind of watching over all these guys, right? For the sake of security on the registers and stuff. So we're just going to go like that. And that should be good to go. And then the security sign about like, hey, smile, you're on camera, or whatever. I can just put that above. I think I'll just put that above the screens, maybe, or maybe over. Yeah, I'll just stick it over above the screens. That's fine. That's where they could see it. Now, these screens, I really wish they'd be on. Like I said, I wish the television could be on without me having to click and say that I want to watch it. I kind of wish we could have like a news report sort of thing rather than whatever this is, like, I don't know, toys going in a box or whatever. Like having just a reporter there in a suit and maybe like somebody on location doing it, that kind of loop would be great for a location like this. I think that'd be really awesome. Oh, there we go. And we also have training for our stylists as well. And these employees, these stylists, have upgraded themselves, and now they want health insurance. So it's good, though, because we now have one HR rep with bronze and one with gold. Anyone who wants silver, you automatically get gold at the moment. That's how I'm dealing with that, at least until we get to 10, because it doesn't cost me any extra to give them gold for now. When it starts to cost me even more, I can get another HR representative that has silver, and then we can go ahead and give them that. And then as we grow and get more and more people, we can then get another HR representative which has no health insurance. And then I can move everyone who doesn't want health insurance off of the health insurance plans onto an HR representative that does not have it. And that's how you minimize it's how you do the best you can with your costs and stuff. But yeah, everything is kind of in position. Like I said, we just need all of the designs and stuff. Now, one of the things that we still need to do in this location, let me just get the hand cart out of the way. We still need to decorate. We still need the decor and everything. So with the interior design, I'm going to start with this. I think more color is needed than the last location. In fact, I kind of want to go back in the plans for the other location. I kind of want to go to the location and just add more color. But I'm thinking the floor, there's really no reason why the floor can't be just something that looks a little bit more restaurant-y, I guess. So we can go something like this with it. Yeah, hang on. Now, are you going to show through, if I move this here, for example, are you going to show through the floor there? Because it doesn't look like it lined up. Yeah, it's sticking out. Aw, what is that? Come on now. Why are you sticking out like that? That sucks. Well, on the plus side, though, it probably should stop right there, right? So if I was to do this, I guess I could go something like this instead. Yeah, that could work. And then we'll have a counter right there, of course. And we'll just apply that really quick, bring that in. And then I want to go... So this gives me a score of 9. That's fine. It's all good. I think maybe just a brick wall would be okay on in this building, right? Just a brick wall around the outside. We'll have a much more colorful floor than this brown that's already there. And like the way the light hits it, it's always a different color too. But I think this is okay. This will work just fine. And maybe we'll have this be an accent wall. I like that. Where the booths are, they can be an accent wall. All right, so we'll go like that. Hit go. Spend 20,000 on interior designing. Oh yeah, we're gonna be spending a lot more than that. And then we'll have, like, again, my accent wall. Like I said, we can go like this, maybe this bright color here. That seems pretty good, actually. I like that. For sure. I'm digging that. Man, now I kind of want the whole wall to be that color. That looks really bad over here, though. So, like, that's a very different color from that side to this side. I mean, I understand why it's doing that because, like, the light. But I really wish there was consistency. I mean, look at the difference here. We have, it's like a white color. Well, now it's like a gray color. Well, now it's definitely a blue color. That's not the same. No matter which wall I put it on, it's not the same. So, yeah, accent walls. I think that's probably good. For the floors, I want to brighten the place up. I'm thinking, like, yeah, I'm thinking we go maybe something along the lines of like this. I like it. Nice, bright, white floors. It makes it a little harder to see the dirt for cleaning purposes, but that's also kind of the point. You know, we don't want it to, yeah, no, it's good. We want it to be harder to see the dirt. So I think I'm good with this. So we're obviously going to put something here, or maybe I'm not. You know, maybe I'm not going to put anything here. I think I'm not. I'm going to go like this instead. Yeah. We'll just bring that in like that. Okay. And then we want to go in and we are going to want to grab this. So I'm thinking for this place, I do kind of want a red color, but not any of these reds. Which one am I? Okay, so I'm doing the whole thing right now. Let's make it white. The second color is this one. That's what I'm looking for. So I want this to be like maybe a dark red. I don't know if I like that color as much. Let's right click that and delete it. And we'll make like a even darker red. No, I'm thinking maybe a lighter now. Now I'm liking lighter. Yeah, I just, you know what? Maybe like a more pastel kind of thing. You get into like the oranges and stuff. How about something like this? You know, it looks a little cheap. You know, like the thing about bright colors is they have this appearance, to me anyway. When you make a really bright color for something, it comes off as cheap, right? If you go really dark, then it kind of has like a more, I want to say a higher quality feel to it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's a psychological thing. I'm sure someone out there knows like a psychological thing for that. So like finding the right shade is kind of where I'm looking for here. And I think I got that. I think we got the right shade there on that side. So we need that color to also reflect. Now, what am I changing right now? I don't know what I'm changing. It doesn't seem like it's changing anything. I don't want to change the handles. Is that red is on the other side? Is it on the other side too? It just looks dark on this side. It's got to be the lighting. Yeah, it actually is changing the drawers too, so that does look good. And then I guess the handles, I do want the handles to be bright white too, so we'll go in and change the handles again. There we go. I still think it would be a good idea to allow us to order this stuff. If we're ordering it over the phone to have it delivered, to have it ordered in the correct color, I think would be great. To have like design this color, we do the color thing, and then we say how many do you want, and then they arrive in that color. I still think that would be a much better user experience. I'm pretty sure we talked about that before, but I still think it'd be a much better user experience there. That kind of got hung up really quick, so I got to go in and do it again. So let's hit this. Boom, boom, boom. Get done. And then over here, same thing like that. And then over here, same thing like that. All right. Now that looks weird because, again, it's all about the lighting, but that's fine. Do we want to change the color of the drinks machine, I wonder? Yeah. You know, like, reset it. I think maybe just the top bar. Although the rest of the color, I feel like maybe not quite that bright. Maybe like just a lighter, yeah, you know, something like that would be okay. It kind of looks like all right, you know? You can't change the fry machine or anything like that. And then we could go into this. Oh, you know what? I forgot this. Hang on. Go in and go boom, boom. Yep, like that. I don't think there is any handles, right? There's no handles, so let's not overspend. That, and then we go like that. Yeah, and then this side here has 3 colors. We don't really need to make it red. Like this side doesn't need to be red. We can go white here. Yeah, that's good. This part here, I'm not sure what we're changing. Is there like a That's just the letters on the front. No big deal. And then the top part here, we're just going to have it match the same color red as everything else. So $600 for that. And we're good to go. Yeah. I like it. Everything's good there. Color scheme's fine there. For the tables and chairs, though. Tables and chairs. Let's go and try to figure out what we want to do there. Like a red table probably isn't great. I like the gray on the... We're changing the stand color right now. Kind of like the gray on the stand. I could deal with gray on the stand. The thing is, it's not that much different than what's already there, so why pay for it? And then the tabletop is another thing. And I'm thinking I'm going to go... I think we go black table. It doesn't really match, though, does it? It kind of has to be a white table. I don't want to go red. The thing, I don't want to go red chairs. That's the thing. How about we go red table, white chairs? You know, we could do that. And then, I don't know about the booths. I'm a little bit on the booths right now. But I think we go white chairs. Looks like it's not going to charge me for that. Oh, it is. It's $10. I'm just silly. There we go. So we're going to change every individual chair as well. We'll go red and white there. We're going to change the booths and stuff as well. So they will be white seating with red on the tables. And then the plants, actually, as well. We're going to take and make them in white pots. So, like, the little thing that's carrying them will just be white. There we go. Sounds good. This part here is white, too. I think it's already white. That's fine. So we've got these little plants right here. Make those white as well. And I already did the other side, so the other side is done as well. Cool. Now that I've got all that stuff done, I don't like this wall anymore. Because it doesn't match anything. Like, it's, I don't know, it's blue. And we don't have anything that's blue, you know? I mean, blue's cool and all, but not really. So I'm thinking maybe we just, I don't know, maybe, is that too much? It's too much red, isn't it? You know, maybe we just make it plain. A plain white wall? I don't know. It doesn't really have to be special. Here, how about this one? No, not that one. How about, man, I wish I could do custom colors for these walls. No, I don't like that either. Man, there's got to be one that's bright. I want a brightly colored, preferably one that doesn't have a whole bunch of polka dots on it, though. Like something that is, well, you know what? I'm just not going to get what I want here, I don't think. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to change the colors on these individually, like the individual components of them. But I don't think I'm going to get that. And these are very expensive now. We're getting to really pricey stuff. I'm just going to go plain white. That's fine. All right, there we go. We got that. And so we're looking at, I think it's okay. I can't change the color of these doors, unfortunately. So like they're going to stay black. And I don't think I can change the color of the television. No color options there. Color options here. Now the sign has color options. That's interesting. So I got an ice cream sign above the ice cream thing. And it does let me change the sign. Very cool. Yes. That looks much better. Oh, absolutely. And let's go white here. Not dark there. Red there? No, I don't know. Like maybe something playful, you know? It's got to have different color ice cream, you know? Orange is kind of playful. Red, how about a brighter red? It's fine. There we go. Oh, man. Hey, I didn't know that was going to change colors. Cool. What about this one? And? Okay, bright out there. Ooh. You know, it's simple. You know, it's simpler. But I do want that brighter color on these because it makes it pop. You know, and I kind of like the orange that's there. The orange doesn't really match the theme, though, so I do need to change something about it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go like a bright red. I want like a really bright red on that. Yeah, something like that. And then the bottom part can be black. Let's go white. Like it better. And then this part. Yep. All right, good. Wow. Hey, there's some customization that can happen here. You know, that's a thing. And I've already done that, actually. It's hard to see because of the light, but it is the same white and red theme. So here we go. This is our new restaurant. And the only thing that's left to do, because everything is kind of in stock, but tomorrow is when we're going to open. It's already 8 o'clock. So the only thing left to do is to hire people for it. And guess what I've had them finding this entire time? Customer service people. right? So there you go. Also another hairstylist. Her name is Mary Valentine. She's 63, and she already wants 40. She's already making demands. Goodbye, Mary. I need to find other hairstylists too. I have 3 hairstylists right now as employees. They're getting trained. There's Barbara, and they're being specially trained. Okay, we don't need all men cutting hair. I just need people that really understand men and want, you know, to cut hair. Plus, like, you know, if you're gonna wash my scalp, you know, who doesn't like an attractive woman rubbing your scalp? I'm just saying. So 24, Barbara. Hi. She's being specially trained right now. Although she says she has no task, we're going to train her one more day. You got to make sure she fully understands how this job works, and we're training her our way, okay? So she knows. Elizabeth Kircher, 29, also female. She wants silver health insurance. That's fine. And then we have Robert Lopez. That's kind of crazy. He wants this after he was trained. So I hired him as a part-time guy, and he came in and wanted gold after being trained. Okay, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be that big of a deal, right? We're just one extra guy wanting health insurance as a part-time worker. Ugh, I don't know about that. Anyway, there you go. We've set it up. So tomorrow we'll have this running. And tomorrow, next video, right? Maybe it's tomorrow for you guys. I don't know. Next video, though, we're going to have this running. We're going to see how that's progressing. And then we're going to have our barbershop going. That'll be next video. I hope you guys are going to be back to watch it. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.